It's another lady of the house kind of day, and today we are discussing housekeeping for Friday. Welcome back. Today we are going to be covering the living spaces, but before we get into the housekeeping for those spaces, I want us to make sure that we cover those 6 points for the everyday. So the first one is to present ourselves as ladies, and that is done by making sure that we are nice, fresh, and clean, making sure that we do what we need to do to put our best face forward and just to feel our best. I often encourage you to put on a dress, but if that is not your cup of tea, that is completely okay by me. And also just making sure that you are looking nice and neat and so that you feel your best. And then after that, we can also go ahead and make the bed. That is something that just makes us feel wonderful, doesn't it? To walk back into that space knowing that it's nice and neat, and not just the bed, but everything around in our bedroom, making sure to keep it a nice retreat. And then following that, today, since it is Friday, we are going to be collecting all of the linens. I often receive the question about what are linens if we've already done our bedding and if we've already taken care of the towels for the week. Well, the linens are all of the extras within our home. So any kind of throws that we may have, little rugs, like I have some rugs in my bathroom, also any kind of tea towels, napkins, tablecloths, and even pillowcases that are throughout your home. My dogs love to lay on the pillowcases, they love to lay on the pillows, so keeping those nice and fresh and clean is very important, especially if you have those cushion covers. This is a good time to do that. This could also be the day that you focus on curtains within your home if there are some that need to be washed, or you could also focus on those on the days that you clean that specific room. So it is really up to the lady of the house. 6-point system isn't done yet. No, after we start that load of laundry, we are going to focus on the dishes. And really, this is focusing on the kitchen. Our kitchen gets so much love every single day, which means it really does need some attention. And it's used so frequently that it can look like a complete mess the very next day. But that's okay, because as long as we are doing these everyday tasks, it does not build up in a way that, imagine if you were only doing this once a week. So that is a good thing about this. You're not giving things time to really build up because you are taking care of the main things every single day. That could even be moving those things on the counter to wipe underneath it, behind it, on the walls, everything. Even wiping those things that are on the counter, those sometimes need some attention as well. As soon as the kitchen is nice and tidy, the dishes are washed, then we can move into our quick tidy of our home. So this is just picking up anything that may be out of sorts. This is picking up extra shoes, just making it to where you feel good in this space, walking back and forth within your home. And hopefully, if you are doing this every single day, it's really not that difficult, especially if when your children are home, if you have them, you are asking them to pick up their things as you see them, or even just giving a time for everybody to pitch in and help do this together. But for me, I know that after everyone's been off to school, I still like to do this because things are forgotten, things are left. I didn't get a chance to ask one of them to do something. And so it's okay because it's really not that much. And I would rather just pick it up myself than look at it all day long and just be upset about it. Now, this is something, again, that I would really encourage you to encourage your children as you see them and as there are things left about, that you would encourage them to pick their things up and put it away themselves. Part of this tidy is making sure that your guest bathroom is nice and presentable. Hopefully you are staying on top of your own bathroom each and every day as you get ready for the day. It's just something that really should be done as you leave a space. Every single space that you are leaving, you are making sure to leave it better than you found it. If it's not something that you are in the habit of, it may take some time to learn that skill, but it is a very great skill to have, and it just makes your home and your space feel so much better when you have this mentality. And finally, we are going to sit down. Even if you get a cup of tea or some water, something that you can enjoy as you sit down and design the menu for the evening or for the whole day. It could be the whole day. It could be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But even if you are just focusing on lunch, dinner, and maybe breakfast for the next day, that is a great way to feel prepared for everything that will be coming your way. Now that we've completed all 6 points, we are going to focus on cleaning the living spaces. And the reason I encourage you to do this after you have tidied, making sure not to break that tidy, is because that's usually what takes the longest when it comes to cleaning, is trying to move things that don't belong. So if we're staying on top of tidying our home every single day, this really shouldn't take as long as maybe it was taking you in the past if you weren't staying on top of this. Because, I mean, it's so nice to clean a home that doesn't have a lot of clutter around, that doesn't have things out of sorts. And that's really the way that we keep our homes clean, and that we can focus on the cleaning tasks at hand. Now, within cleaning this space, I am going to go down the list that I have on my cleaning card for the living spaces. If you are just joining us, I hope that you will go back to the playlist beginning on Monday and watching every single day. But within those videos as well, I have also let you know that I have some cleaning cards available over on my Patreon channel, which is linked below. If you are interested in printing those out, they are free to all. And then I recently added the housekeeping and the everyday sheet to that as well. It was already there, but I know that you probably had to scroll for a while to find that one. So now it is within the cleaning card section as well. So just look for those 2 PDF files beneath that and you should be able to print that out. So let's go through this list that I have on the cleaning card. And I've mentioned before that this is not an exhaustive list. This is just, 6 points on here that you might want to cover. So throw pillows, which, as I already said, those are something that you can wash, and maybe it's not something you're washing every single Friday, but it would be something that you would consider when you come to this section each week and you look around that, oh, my throw pillows should probably get washed today. And then after that, we want to dust our furniture, or, just start dusting things, even those things that are high, the things that are on the walls. It's a good time to do your dusting. Even the big pieces of furniture, we can often forget anything that is higher than our heads. So getting up there and making sure that you dust that at least once in a while, maybe once a month, is a good idea. These are also in no particular order. So I do have the mirrors and the lights beneath that. So if you do have chandeliers or something, you do want to give those some kind of attention once in a while. That way they are not just collecting dust and you're only doing it once a year or even twice a year. They probably need it much more than that. And then also making sure that you wipe your mirrors if you have them. As I mentioned, we could wash the curtains. So I do have a place for windows and curtains, and this is the time that we would focus on curtains, blinds, windows, any kind of window treatment that you have, just doing a once over, looking over what needs to be done and doing it when it needs to be done. Then you will cover your floors and your boards. So making sure to sweep or vacuum, mop, just anything that you may do regarding the floors, and not neglecting your baseboards. Baseboards collect so much dust, and it's something that is very easy to clean, especially if you have baseboards that are either semi-gloss or high gloss. This makes it so easy to clean. And if yours are not painted that way, I would encourage you maybe even this spring to look into doing that, because it does make it so much easier to wash. And finally, after that, on this list, I have to water the plants. So making sure that we are spending time with our plants each week if we have them, and just checking them out, making sure that they are taken care of well, and that if they start to lean too much, maybe we are turning them a quarter turn each week. That is a great way to make sure that they are getting plenty of sunlight, and especially around this time of year, they might need to be placed in front of a different window. So this would be a good time to take care of that.